The push and the pull. You feel it before you can name it. One moment you are their safe place and the only one who truly understands them. The next, you're the threat. They pull you close, then disappear. They crave intimacy, then punish you for giving it. You start walking on eggshells, not knowing whether closeness will be rewarded or detonated. And when you wonder quietly, why does love feel like chaos? This is often what it feels like to be in a relationship with someone who has disorganized attachment style, also known as clinically fearful avoidant attachment. My name is Fawzia Faizi Shah, licensed clinical social worker. Welcome to my YouTube channel. When love and fear live in the same nervous system, disorganized attachment forms when the same person who was supposed to provide safety also became the source of fear. From a clinical perspective, this attachment pattern develops most often in the context of early childhood trauma, abuse or neglect, unpredictable caregiving, caregivers who were frightened, or emotionally unavailable. So the child's nervous system learns a devastating equation. Connection equals danger. As adults, individuals with disorganized attachment want closeness, but their autonomic nervous system associates intimacy with threat. Their body reacts before their mind can reason. This is not manipulation by default. It's a trauma-encoded survival. But understanding the origin does not mean minimizing the impact, because relationships with disorganized attachment can feel emotionally destabilizing, confusing, and at times deeply unsafe. The patterns and the processes on how disorganized attachment plays out in relationships, let's talk about that. Number one is the push and the pull, which is a trait of a borderline personality. Disorganized attachment oscillates between anxious hyperactivation and avoidant deactivation. They pursue the intensely texting, idolizing. They suddenly withdraw, ghost, criticize, or emotionally shut down. Clinically, this reflects a nervous system flipping between sympathetic activation, I need you now, which is research by dorsal vagal, shut down, you're too much, go away. To the partner, it feels like emotional whiplash. Number two is the fear of abandonment and fear of engulfment. They are terrified you will leave. They're equally terrified that you will stay too long or that you will stay too close. So no distance feels safe and no closeness feels safe either. This creates a paradoxical behaviors, sabotaging relationships they deeply want, testing loyalty through conflict, interpreting neutral cues as rejection or control. Their internal working model says, if I need you, I'm weak. If I trust you, I'll be hurt. Number third is the trauma reenactment. And this is very important because without conscious awareness, disorganized attachment style often recreates early trauma dynamics. They may provoke emotional reactions to feel real, become dysregulated during intimacy, project unresolved fear onto their partners. And clinically, this is known as repetition compulsion, the unconscious drive to replay unresolved trauma in hopes of mastering it. But instead of healing, the cycle often deepens. And number 4, the partner's nervous system becomes dysregulated. Over time, the non-organized partner may develop hypervigilance, self-doubt, anxiety, or emotional numbing, or trauma bonding. You may find yourself asking, am I too much? If I just love them better, will this stop? Or why do I feel like I am disappearing? This is where compassion must meet the boundaries. So here's something that you can do, because awareness without self-abandonment is very important. So if you are in a relationship with someone who has the disorganized attachment style, please understand what you're dealing with. This is not just mixed signals. It is a trauma pattern attachment system, which is rooted in fear conditioning. But understanding does not mean tolerating harm. You cannot regulate someone else's nervous system. Love does not cure trauma. Consistency alone does not rewire the attachment. Healing disorganized attachment requires someone to have cognitive behavior therapy, mindfulness, and also having good connections with family support and accountability for relational harm. And without this, the pattern continues to repeat. So watch behaviors, not the potential. Hope often keeps people stuck longer than reality. So ask yourself, are they taking responsibility for their reactions? Are they seeking professional support? Is the relationship becoming safer or more confusing? Trauma explains behaviors. It does not excuse sustained emotional injury. Number 4, choose conscious love over chaos. Secure relationships feel predictable, repairable, and emotionally safe. Intensity is not intimacy. Chaos is not passion. And love should not require you to abandon yourself. Like your needs don't matter. Their needs matter more. Sometimes the most compassionate choice for both people is stepping out of the dynamic that reinforces unhealed trauma. Disorganized attachment is not a character flaw, it's a trauma imprint. But relationships are not meant to be treatment centers, and your role is not to bleed so someone else can avoid healing. Awareness is the first step. Boundaries are the second step. And choosing your own emotional safety is not selfish. It is secure attachment in action. I hope that you liked this video. And if you did, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment for me, because I would love to hear if you've been with an disorganized attachment style individual and what that was like, and eventually, what did you decide to do in that relationship? Thank you so much. Have a great day.